Why is India obsessed with Dolo 650? Hi, I'm Dr. Manisha, and today we are talking about something that you probably have in your house right now: paracetamol. You might recognize it with brand names like Dolo 650, Crocin, or Calpol. It's that little pill we often turn to for headaches, fever, cold, or even for body aches. But here's the thing: are you using it the right way though? Or are you unknowingly misusing it? How much paracetamol is too much? Let's break it down. And why the 650 milligram dose has become so popular and what you need to know to stay safe. See, paracetamol is also known as acetaminophen. It is one of the most commonly used over-the-counter drugs. It is an analgesic, meaning it helps in relieving your pain. It is also an antipyretic, which means it helps in lowering your fever. But here's something you might not realize. It does not treat the actual cause of your illness. See, fever is often a symptom of various other things, an infection, for example. So, when you're giving paracetamol, you're only lowering your fever but not addressing the underlying cause. And your body has to fight it off while you're just feeling the comfort from the paracetamol. Paracetamol comes in different doses from 325 mg, 500 mg, and the popular 650 mg. What does the guidelines say? Well, the guidelines from Harvard University or the Indian guidelines mention that a 500 milligram dose twice a day is usually sufficient for mild headaches or fever. And for children, they have a separate dosage based on their weight. It is often mentioned behind the box. So, an adult dose for a child is a big no. So, there's an interesting study from The Wire in 2022 when they compared the usage of paracetamol in 75 different countries. And what they found is the shift to the usage of 650 milligram dosage is pretty unique to India, while countries like UK and US are still sticking on to the 500 milligram dosage. Why is it? Why are Indians using more dosage than what is required? Well, part of it has to be the convenience. Somehow, people started assuming that higher dosage means more effective even when it is unnecessary. And let's not forget marketing. Pharmaceutical companies often push the 650 milligram dosage as a stronger option. So, we start reaching for it even without thinking. But remember, in many cases, higher doses aren't always more effective. In fact, they can just put that extra strain on your body. Taking higher doses of paracetamol, especially more than the recommended dosage of 4000 milligrams a day, can lead to serious liver damage, especially if you're an alcoholic or someone with existing liver diseases. How many times after that night of drinking have you reached to that Dolo pill to cure your hangover? It seems like a quick fix, right? But that's not actually the case. See, alcohol is already damaging your liver, and adding a paracetamol to it will only worsen the damage. So, remember, next time you're hungover, skip the pill. And also, mixing alcohol with paracetamol is a big no for your liver. Problem with over-the-counter pills is that over time they can become a habit. You start using higher doses for small pains, then you will need even bigger doses for stronger pain. I found this newspaper article from 2011 that said 325 milligram dosage is recommended for over-the-counter paracetamol, with 500 milligram being reserved for more severe pain. Now, 13 years later, we are searching for 650 milligrams. What's next? Will brands start offering 1000 milligrams and say it's safe? 650 milligrams or 1000 milligrams can work for severe pain like arthritis, but they should only be taken with an advice from a doctor and not as a over-the-counter pill. In India, we tend to overuse over-the-counter pills, especially paracetamol. But accidental overdoses are much more common than what you think. So, what can you do? Firstly, always read the labels of the drugs you're taking. And 500 milligrams of dose of paracetamol is usually enough. For children, stick to weight-based doses and absolutely avoid mixing alcohol with paracetamol. End of the day, just because a drug is available over the counter doesn't mean it's completely harmless. So, be smart to avoid complications. Thank you for watching. I'm Dr. Manisha Nallani, and my goal is to break down medicine behind the pill.